Blog Talk Radio.
Hey everybody, welcome to a very special edition of Turnbuckle Turmoil tonight. QT and myself have been joined by Matt Legit, one of the best videographers I have ever come across with professional wrestling. Well, Matt,
I really like your guys' theme music.
Well, thank you very much. We try our best.
It reminds me of something that Ron Sutherland would have sex to.
I can't confirm or deny that he hasn't.
I'm just don't ask me how I know. I just know.
Just kind of an intuition, I hope.
So what's going on with you all? How's the Turnbuckle
I'm
turmoil?
living the life.
You're now a former BCW YouTube champion?
I am. I held the title with pride, and then Damon Scythe kind of put an end to that.
You beat Buddy Highway for it, actually, who I think is going to be on the show in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, I did beat Buddy Highway with one of the most vicious DDTs in the history of DDTs.
And that crowd popped hard, too, when you did it, dude. I was in the
back, wanted
and
to see it.
Everybody turned and looked at the monitor. It was great.
They wanted to see a fighting champion.
And
not that Buddy wasn't a fighting champion. He came literally from the hospital to the building. I took advantage of it, but,
Well, you've got to do what you got to do. It's all about, those greenbacks, brother, those greenbacks.
That is true.
A little bit more of that.
That's definitely true. That's why everyone wants the gold. Well, Mr. Legit, you have something that fans are buzzing about. You've got a documentary in the works. I've seen some of this work. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was really well done. You always do really good work, and it got my interest up to see the whole complete thing.
Well, see, here's the thing is, when that started, we didn't even know we were filming a documentary. Okay, it's called Wrestling with Disaster. If you haven't been to Kickstarter and typed in Wrestling with Disaster, check it out. It's got Too Tough Tony and Corporal Robinson from Juggalo Championship Wrestling. If you like the Hatchet Boys, you're going to love it. Probably the most in-depth shoot interview you'll ever see with those two guys anywhere. But as I was saying, when we started filming that, we were just mucking about with a camera, dude. We were planning on going from Portland all the way down to a little town called Clear Lake, California, which is in central California, about an hour north of San Francisco. And we had no clue what we were getting into. We just everybody was booked on a show. I was going down there to film it. And so we're just messing around with the camera. And when we show up at the promoter's house, we could just tell something wasn't quite right. You just kind of got that vibe that something wasn't right, because we thought we were going to be staying in a big house with plenty of room for all 6 people to sleep that were in the van. And it turned out to just be a one-bedroom apartment that was not as clean as you should probably make your apartment be when you're inviting a group of people to come spend the night. And things slowly began to just unfold from there, and it was pure chaos. It was pure, unadulterated chaos. Probably the most disgusting shoot video you'll ever see. And people out there are probably thinking, a shoot video. It's you take a camera and you put it on a tripod in a hotel room, and you just put it on that tripod, and that old timer just sits there and talks about, oh yeah, Vince McMahon screwed me over big time back in '86, and blah 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 blah, and I didn't like Vern Gagne. That's not this kind of shoot video. This is a living, breathing documentary that details all of the filthy, illicit acts that occurred on our trip to California.
Well, speaking of filthy, illicit acts, I think as Buddy Highway joined us.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, the BH. What's going on, Buddy Highway?
Not much, man. He's getting ready to see this Wrestling with Disaster Kickstarter. It should be good.
Yeah, you think anybody's ever going to contribute to it? Son of a bitch, man.
Nobody's giving no money yet?
No, we've got 3 backers so far. You know Bob Spiker? You know him?
Yeah.
He gave a whole $1.
Oh, there it is.
Still not paying anybody. All
no,
these years
okay,
later.
Man. It's okay. It's okay, man. He spends the rest on that beer, though.
But yeah, there's somebody else he's wrestling too, but no comment.
Yeah, there it is.
But hey, you know what I'm going to do, buddy? Since I made a decision that any of my YouTube subscribers who may or may not be listening right now, I don't know, maybe Lone Horseman 09 or Lurvy from, these are 2 great Canadian subscribers I have on YouTube who contribute a lot in the comments section. But anybody who's a YouTube subscriber to me who goes to the Kickstarter and contributes $25 or more, please feel free to contribute more. Please feel free to contribute more. But if you pick up the DVD or the 2-disc DVD, or you pick up Buddy Highway's inconspicuous orange Adidas jumpsuit or Void's utterly ridiculous trench coat, we got a lot of rewards on there, sign guy. Anybody who's willing to contribute $25 or more, I'm going to give them access to some videos I normally charge for on YouTube. I'm going to give them the Dutch Savage shoot video, and I'm going to give them the Kazarni training seminar, and I'm going to give them a Bruiser Brian Cox shoot interview that I haven't even put up yet. And I might even be willing to give them one more if they contribute more than $25. Like anybody that, let's say, gets a signed copy of the 2-disc DVD, or let's say they get a DVD and the poster, I'd probably be willing to give them a Christopher Daniels Q&A shoot seminar that nobody's ever seen before. Been holding on to it for a couple of years. Top secret stuff. People don't even know is in the archive, bro.
I'm going to go pay the $25, and I'm already on the DVD.
You should pay the $25. You know who else should? Void should.
Oh, Void's not going to, because he moved to Hillsboro.
I know. He's too busy posting political memes on his Facebook to contribute.
Exactly.
Or even share the link on his Facebook.
Well, I just shared the link again on my Facebook, if you guys can check it out.
Facebook.com. And that's why you're over.
Facebook.com/Buddy Highway. And like I said, go to Kickstarter.com, type in Wrestling with Disaster, and contribute some money, more than 4 quarters, because Matthew Mers did a lot more hard work that's worth more than 4 quarters, and that's a shoot. So,
I appreciate that. I have done a lot of hard work. I've aired a weekly wrestling show. I don't know, Sign Guy, where are you calling from, bro?
I am up in Seattle.
Well, down here in Portland, what I do, I know that none of the Washington boys really know what I do down here. We've aired a weekly wrestling show for 9 years now on Channel 11 and Channel 21 in Portland. And, I mean, I've covered everybody from NRW, DOA, WCWC, NWWA, CPW. We've had some PMPW on there. I've even gone out and got footage from Quebec, which is a province in Canada, for any of you beautiful Canucks listening. From Northern Championship Wrestling, which is a great promotion in Quebec. We've had Chikara. We've had just a ton of footage. Bob Spiker's Portland Wrestling has been on there. Actually, this week, what's airing is some of Pete Schweitzer's Big Time Wrestling, which is the precursor to Portland Wrestling Uncut.
Oh,
featuring Buddy Highway superstar Buddy Highway. Everybody knows that.
There it is. How many? I know. See, every time Matt slaps something down on the YouTube, it involves Highway, dude. That's the reason why I'm over.
I do what I can, buddy. But you're over because you put yourself out there. You're willing to show up and do an episode of Drinking with Darren.
No, sir, I'm over because I take the fans' bullshit.
Dude, you're over because you're willing to go to the Gypsies and just have dinner with them. And that's that's 30 fans. That's 30 fans right there.
Yeah, dude. But I'm saying they're buying dinner, so what the hell, really?
How could you not? And it's good food too. I know. I've seen you eat that food. It looks good, bro. Then again, you don't really look like you're too picky when it comes to eating food, buddy.
No, dude. Especially when you're that lean meat 219.
Are you up to 219 now?
Yes, sir, I am.
Jeez, you've been gaining a little bit.
No, dude. If you really want to shoot, dude, I'm really a 304 is what I am, sir.
No, dude, that's only when we count your dick in.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. So what's going on, son guy? You're not saying nothing, dude. You falling asleep back over there? Did you take some no-dos?
I'm wide awake. I'm interested in figuring out how to donate because I want to see this Wrestling with Disaster get some mainstream appeal.
Well, we accept cash, so me and the chick can drive up there and pat you down.
I'm sure you would like to get some revenge by patting me down.
If you go to Kickstarter.com, type in Wrestling with Disaster. Now, there's 2 Wrestling with Disaster projects. One out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Some kid who tried to raise $40,000. I'm not looking for $40,000. We need $6,700 so I can print up 1,000 DVDs and I can market this all over the place. I want to get it into Fry's. And I don't mean like print up DVDs on my personal computer at home. I'm going to have a glass master made in a facility and have these professionally replicated like a real DVD, so it's not going to wear out after you watch it 3 times.
Right.
And we're going to have, Buddy Highway and I are going to do a commentary on there, and we're even talking about having Shannon Naylor, the promoter who was at the epicenter of Wrestling with Disaster, has even said he wants to do a commentary on there, and has even given away his tie on the Kickstarter. I'm going to put up that reward tonight when we get offline here.
And then he's also putting up a sponsorship for Bar S Bologna.
We can't talk about the bologna though. That's a hook. That's why you got to buy the DVD, because you want to find out exactly what happened with the bologna in Shannon Naylor's apartment.
Sure, the Bar S bologna. It wasn't even that good bologna like that Oscar
I
Mayer.
thought it was Oscar Mayer. I thought it was in the yellow package.
Oh, it could have been, dude. I think
it was, dude.
I think you might have had a good
when you opened it up and showed me what you did to it, I kind of remember a yellow top.
Dude, but I also remember those McGriddles that I tackled like 6 of them.
Dude, yeah, and you had to take the plate out of the microwave because it was so filthy. You just stick it on there and burnt it, right? Because it doesn't spin. You got to take the plate out because it's just covered in film.
It looked like he put 4 cheeseburgers on there and decided to reheat them and then just let the cheese melt.
It was like he opened up a package of Velveeta and just stuck it in there, not in a bowl.
It just said, forget it. Just scrape it off the plate.
Oh, he probably just licked it off.
Yeah. I
wouldn't blame him because Velveeta is good.
It is.
It's really good.
It is. So we got any callers or nothing or anything or what?
How many people are listening to this? Just us 4?
Yeah. Hopefully quite a few more than that, and as this thing picks up steam once we hit iTunes, Buddy Highway usually attracts listeners.
Oh, there it is.
Does he really? Or did you make that up just to put him over?
I did not make that up.
Well, Buddy Highway becoming a legitimate star. Aren't you glad that I helped Pete Schweitzer get that deal with KPTV there, Highway?
No, you know what I think you need to do, sir, in the DVD when they open it up for the double disc, just have a nude 8x10 of me inside there.
You know what? Actually, we're talking about giving away some Shannon Naylor 8x10s.
Well, I'm going to let you know right now, guys, if you guys buy the double disc DVD, not only do you get to see us and everybody else, but you get to see Buddy Highway's butt. That's right, for all the ladies out there listening. You can see Buddy Highway's butt on the double disc DVD.
Nude buttocks. And let me tell you something, fellas, it's worth it.
Am I right? Am I right, sir? It's the full butt.
If you're one of my YouTube subscribers, you're one of the bears who likes to watch for the hot guys, trust me, you're going to want to see Buddy Highway's butt.
QT, are you going to buy several copies now after you hear that news?
Well, Greg Curtis, I already know that.
I'm still recovering from the lounge last night. Yes.
Oh.
What was going on in the lounge?
No, I already know, dude. I already know Greg Curtis is going to buy at least 3 of those.
I would hope so. That's a real fan, That's someone that shows me that they actually care. Because, I've busted my ass for 9 years, and I've uploaded over 2,300 videos to youtube.com/legitprowrestling. If you've never been there, you should probably check it out because there's like 5 decades of Portland wrestling on that bad boy. Well,
now, did Mary and Meat Dean make this road trip to California with you? It sounds like Baloney was involved, so was Mary and Meat there?
No, Mary and Dean was not there. Emperor Void was there, and Perfection Personified, JT Evans.
Oh, okay.
Who actually, you know what? for anybody that's not a fan of JT Evans, because I don't think he has a lot of fans, to be honest with you, you know, you actually get to see JT Evans get his little 16-year-old mouth slapped off by Buddy Highway. And that's worth the price of admission alone for this DVD, bro.
Yeah. Also, you also get to see guys at the Haight-Ashbury District call me William Shatner, right on the street.
No. He looked like William Shatner. You looked like
I thought it was Bill Shatner, sir.
No, you looked like Mickey Rooney. Which is very true.
Oh, Mickey Rooney, dude.
Just actually true. You do look like Mickey Rooney if he, you know, grew about 6 inches and added 120 pounds.
Right. And have that big old freaking colossal chin.
I'm a big Mickey Rooney fan. I grew up watching like Babes on Broadway with him and Judy Garland. None of you guys even know what that is.
I'm thinking of Mickey Rourke, dude.
No, you don't look anything like Mickey Rourke, dude.
So I can actually see the Mickey Rooney resemblance, and that's gonna like follow me wherever I see Buddy Highway now.
You better watch out, Sign Guy.
You know, if there's any older ladies out there listening who used to, you know, diddle themselves to a young Mickey Rooney, here's a chance to see a guy that looks like Mickey Rooney's butt.
You mean there's cougars involved in this film?
There's what involved?
Cougars. They're all the ladies these days. Older women going after younger guys. Yes.
Yeah, and there are no cougars involved in this. But
There's
I do
no
know
cougar
that
going after Buddy Highway.
I do know that one of the people in the van was pleasured by a girl with no teeth in Clear Lake.
And that's cool. No teeth.
You mean there was a toothless cougar involved?
No.
We should have had a cougar involved. We should just make a Buddy Highway porno.
No, sir.
You did say that you could see Buddy Highway's rear end in this. Yes, so maybe it was bordering on porno. Yes.
And we can also see a guy who went up to the motel room with a no teeth lady. Remember the no teeth?
I know. So let's talk about that a little bit, actually, buddy, because yesterday I got
we need to talk about one more thing before we get involved. That's November 2nd, Columbus, Indiana. Hoosier Pro Wrestling featuring Sign Guy and Buddy Highway. Yeah, you heard what I said, Sign Guy. I'll see you on there November 2nd in Columbus, Indiana.
You guys are going
the anniversary show.
Yeah, so I'll be there, dude. I already talked to Jerry. Jerry, with Wilson or whatever, I got it. We're good. Just make sure you go up there with me, Sign Guy, because I'm going to go by myself.
Well, I will look for you there on my undercard.
Okay, well, undercard.
Look for you there in his underpants.
I always main event there. I'm sorry.
Okay, Sign Guy. Well, you got to be my referee there because that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the main event, dude.
I don't referee
your
there.
Match and then go be in the main event.
Dude, he's in the main event. Dude, he's in the main event against the guy from the Geico commercial, Caveman.
Oh, so easy a Sign Guy could do it.
It's Caveman versus Sign Guy, dude, in a pedophile on a pole match.
We call him Jerry Sangaiski.
I love it. I love you, Sign Guy.
I love you, bro.
Dude, Sign Guy already knows, dude, in the back, dude. Dude, we love it, dude. We love it. It's all good.
Well, guys, I believe we have another visitor here. This one, I believe, from the great state of California, from the 707 area code.
Uh-oh.
The 707 area code, yes, sir. This is Shannon Naylor. This is what Wrestling with Disaster is around here.
Oh, my God.
Shannon.
That's what it's centered around. What's going on, man? A little earlier than 6:30 because I've got to get going at 6:45. I got to be somewhere at 7, so I thought I'd call in now.
Well, what do you got to do at 7 o'clock, Shannon? Put it over.
Well, at 7 o'clock? Well, at 7 o'clock, I belong to the Moose Lodge up here. So I've got to be over there at 7 o'clock for the dinner tonight. And I got to put on my horns, so.
What's for dinner?
Oh, my God, dude.
What's for dinner? Well, it sure isn't bologna. Listen, I bought stock in that company and bought that company out. So that bologna company doesn't exist anymore.
No. That's too bad.
So we're good. We're going to put duct tape over the bologna.
No, you ain't got to worry about that anymore. You ain't got to worry about taking a chisel to the inside of the microwave either.
I love
no,
it,
man,
dude.
I saw the video you posted, Shannon. You're living like a baller now.
I am. Well, Took me a while to get back on top, but I did.
Well, Shannon, can I ask you an honest question,
Shannon?
Because in the video,
listen, if you can't laugh at your mistakes, and laugh at the stupid stuff you did when you were younger, or you don't have any character.
Well, all I know is this, dude. Shannon Naylor did hook up that Denny's dinner in San Francisco. That's a shoot.
He did. You did pay for that dinner at Denny's. It was expensive, though. It was really expensive. We'll never go to San Francisco again. If you bring Buddy Highway back down for a show, Shannon, I promise we're not going to go to San Francisco.
Well, if I ever bring anybody back down from a show from up there, they're going to have a deposit up front because I don't need to happen what happened last time. So. Would it be safer? Here's a better question. Would it be safe to invite Buddy Highway and then back?
I love it, dude.
Oh, yeah, Buddy Highway's great. He just gets better and better with each day. Every time he gets in the ring, he gets a little bit better.
I've noticed that, and in the recent last year or so, since he's gotten back in wrestling, I've actually followed him and saw some of the matches, man. Pretty badass, dude. Pretty badass. I didn't think you'd get back in it, but we're surprised to see you.
Hey, man, just
Shannon, I don't...
make sure. Hey, legit, make sure it's open bar when we get to Clear Lake.
Yeah.
You know,
listen, you had a question for me you were going to ask, so let's get to that.
Okay, now, I don't want to give away too much of the documentary because I want people to be surprised. But I have to ask you an honest question that I've wondered for the last couple years. Were you legitimately scared for your life at any point during that night?
Yes.
Because that's what you said in the DVD.
Oh yes. As a matter of fact, yes. I was scared for my life. There were several guys that I was. Void being one of them. I'm sure if Void knew where I was, he'd probably still kill me even today. No, that's a joke. But yes, I was legitimately scared for my life.
Well, Void was coming for you,
guys...
Shannon, because he smells like ferrets, so you'd smell Void coming.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, it's like I said, you got to be able to laugh at your mistakes. Things happened that shouldn't have happened. I got caught in a whirlwind. Listen, I tried to put on a WWE style show by myself, biting off way more than I can chew. For one, you could say that of course the ring didn't show up. I didn't have any backup plans of any kind. I overspent my money before I had it. I kind of did a Dixie Carter with a TNA there.
It just shoots on Dixie.
Yeah, well, that's a story for another day.
No, you really did, though. You had, everything you needed to make a good show except for a wrestling ring. And I am curious as to whatever happened to that tweaker that refused to let us use the ring.
I don't know. I heard, last I heard, he moved to Santa Rosa, and that was about it. That was the last I heard from him.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know.
And is Reflection still open? Because Buddy Highway still misses that bar a lot.
Actually, you want to hear something sad? Reflection burnt down.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a homeless.
You know what's fucked up is that place burned down. The only thing valuable in it was that Buddy Highway 8x10.
I know. Was that still in there when it burnt down? I don't know if it was still in there or not. Because it was something. It was called something else. It was called something else, and there was a. Then they closed it down, and then there was a homeless guy that was living in one of the upper parts, I guess, the so-called hotel, and he ended up being at fault for burning it down. So.
Wow.
So I got another question for you, Shannon.
Yeah, what's that?
So, that night, you were taken into a back room with Too Tough Tony and Corporal Robinson. Now, maybe we shouldn't talk about what happened in that room.
Well, I can tell you what happened. Obviously, I'm here talking to you today, so nothing drastic happened.
Did they push your shit in?
No.
Oh, good.
They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything to me. We talked about how we were gonna handle stuff, and I don't want to give too much away. I want people to be surprised with this also. But nothing drastic. I'm here talking to you today. So, I'm sorry.
We'll save it for the DVD. I'm glad you're still alive, Shannon.
Well, yeah, me too. But it was a lesson learned. It was a hard lesson learned. But look where I'm at today, though. You've seen my Facebook. You know what I'm doing today.
Well, tell the people that don't know what your Facebook is, what you're doing now.
Well, what I'm doing now is I'm announcing for auto racing, also for motorcycle. I just signed a deal with the AMA Flat Track Motorcycle Circuit. I have my own hit talk show called The Checkered Flag. I'm acting in theater. And believe it or not, I have ran 4 professional wrestling shows with the help of somebody else, of course, not by myself, here in Clear Lake, indie shows. The last show I did was October of last year. That was featuring the franchise Shane Douglas versus Sir Samurai. And every one of those shows were successful. They were successful. So I slowly got back into the business. You know, by 2008, I was already working. I actually got back into ring announcing, and I worked with Chris Masters and Tracy Brooks and Gail Kim over they had a short-lived company called Big League Wrestling, and then I've had a tryout with All Pro Wrestling. So it's been pretty, it's been treating me pretty nicely.
So I was wanted to work with Gail Kim.
So you have? Yeah.
So now that you're doing now that you do that, are you still mentally disabled by the state?
Considered, yes. Considered.
Okay.
But you're a sharp guy. I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff with your life.
That's what I mean. That's why I asked. Seriously, yeah.
No, that's okay. That's all right. I've overcome a lot of odds in my life, and this disability was one of them, and this thing that happened 2007 was just another.
And you're living proof that you can't let things stop you in life from fulfilling your dreams.
Exactly. I could have laid down. Hey, listen, I could have gotten government assistance or something, or stayed at home and stayed in bed and just hid from society. But I didn't. I didn't let it get me down. I got back up, dusted my feet off, and I kept going. And look where I'm at today. So
that's what I'm talking about. You know what my dream is, Shannon?
What's your dream?
My dream is that we get $6,700 raised so that we can put this documentary on DVD.
Yes, that's my dream too. So we can get people, support this video, sponsor this video. Because I'm not only signing an autograph for that, giving away the tie, but I'm also giving away those 8x10 full color photos of myself too that we talked about.
In the nude, right? Sexy in the nude?
No, I think I draw the line on that one.
Okay, just
no, that's pay-per-view. We can do it in video, but that's pay-per-view only.
Okay, that's PPV. That's an IPPV.
Yeah. We're serving Oshmar bologna, guaranteed.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
I don't think it's legal for us to give away like a free slice of bologna with each DVD purchase. I don't think I can ship that in the mail. I wish I could. I would.
I know that actually would be funny. I'm not sure. Maybe we can wrap it in plastic.
Or like Snapple. How about the Snapple?
Oh, the Snapple?
Snapple.
The Snapple bottle?
I forgot about
the Snapple bottle.
Did you take a little drink out of it?
I'm sorry?
You can admit you took a drink out of it. It's okay.
What Snapple bottle? I don't even know what he's talking about. Snapple bottle.
See? Well, there was a Snapple bottle left in your fridge that I forgot to drink, and I was just wondering if you got it.
No, I don't remember. I don't think I had a Snapple bottle.
Oh, okay, what about the bologna? Did you eat the bologna?
Oh, the bologna's been long gone.
No, but did you eat it?
Of course. I mean, I didn't think you were saving it like it's wine.
No, I threw all that away when I found out what J.T. Evans did with everything.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, dude. Well, you know what, man? I ate your McGriddles. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, it's all right. Hey, you know what, though? You've seen the new video. I'm living fat now. I'm living clean. You know, that's a part of my past, man.
Dude, I have not seen any of your videos. Where's your videos at, dude?
On my Facebook, and it's on Matt's Facebook. The video of what I have to offer. I did a promo video.
Let me plug Shannon. It's youtube.com/thecheckeredflagshow. That's the Checkered Flag Show. You got to put in the THE.
Right.
Yes, it's on that one.
Well, check me out at YouTube.com/Buddy Highway.
Hey, Buddy, how come you never
check out Buddy Highway? He's doing big things now too.
And check out Buddy Highway
matches,
on
brother. I
I
caught a couple of your last. I caught your last 2 matches, man.
That's what's up, bro. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah.
So can I bring up something else, and that's the lawsuit that somebody threatened me with?
Oh yeah, what's with that? Somebody's trying to insert a lawsuit, and what's going on here?
Well, you know, what's funny is everybody thought it was you, Shannon. I was like, no, it's not Shannon. Shannon's all about it, dude. Shannon's putting the video over.
Well, that's what I was worried about. I thought, crap, everybody's going to think it's me. No, I don't. I'm for this video. So
no, it's this little kid who used to ride Buddy Highway's coattails all the time, named Hazard 503.
Oh,
you remember that kid, Buddy?
Yes, the one that did the one that tried to do his best impression of me when he was sitting in the van.
Oh, that's him. That's Hazard Pants 503.
Yes, yeah.
He's very upset because, you know, we goof around and we made fun of him a little bit and ribbed him a little bit because when he got in the van, when we left from Portland to drive, you know, 1,000 miles to your house, he smelled like shit, dude. It's like he hadn't taken a shower in 5 days.
Well, that explained
it wasn't him.
That explained the lingering smell in the apartment after he left, and I'm not talking about the inside of the microwave either.
No, that was probably Hazardous Pants 503. Is it 503, buddy, or do I have to dial the 1?
No, because he bought the underwear 3 days ago. Remember, we're good.
Oh, that's right. He had brand new 3-day-old underwear.
Okay, so what is he basing his lawsuit on? This is what I'm curious about.
Well, see, he's saying that I'm slandering his good name, but I'm like, everybody in that van agreed that he's the one with the poopy pants. So how
slandering his good name? What has he done since?
Nothing, dude.
It's like you and I talked about when on the road a little while ago. I mean, who knows who is this guy? I don't even, you know.
Well, he's a guy that never had what it took to really make it, you know. When he had the opportunity to work with some guys that were better than him from DOA Pro Wrestling,
right.
You know, he decided to leave instead of improve his game. He just got butthurt because that was, like, you know, that was Hazard's whole, like, gimmick. It's like he was just a butthurt dude.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, my friend, but there's a wonderful thing in America called freedom of speech.
Amen.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to go on about free speech for a minute there.
No, I wasn't going to go off onto a rant. It was just a quick thing. Any more questions for me before I let you guys go?
Buddy, you have a question?
Is this film going to be as big as Death Wish?
No, I'm good.
This film is more controversial than Death Wish, I'll tell you that, bro. Big time.
You see what I posted on my Facebook? This makes South Park, or South Park. Well, I just say South Park. Makes South Park look like a Disney cartoon.
It does. It makes Beyond the Mat look like Dora the Explorer. This is like the bum fights of professional wrestling.
This is the twerk of professional wrestling, I like to say.
No, don't say that, because twerk kind of sucked, dude.
Oh, yeah.
This is the stealth.
Oh, okay, I got
professional wrestling. No, not really.
I met Deathmatch. That was filmed in Longview.
Oh, Ultimate Deathmatch. Oh, dude, oh my gosh, this is probably about 9,764 times better than Ultimate Death Trash. Oh my gosh.
This is the most controversial video you'll ever see. And folks, if you're not pledging right now, you're missing out. How much time do we have left, man?
Oh, we got about just under 28 days left. We got like 27 days and 2 hours left to go.
Wow. Check it out, folks. Sponsor this. You've heard us talk about it. We're not gonna give this away. But trust me, you're gonna want to see this video. But this is like nothing you've ever seen anywhere, bar none.
You know what? I am willing to give a little bit of it away for free, just to give people a taste. I'm willing to give them, you know, like maybe a sneak peek, maybe the first 15 minutes of the movie. I'd be willing to upload that this weekend for people to see, just so they get a little taste. Because really, let's face it, in the first 15 minutes, you're gonna poop your pants with laughter, and you haven't seen nothing yet. We got a 2.5-hour documentary, and the first 15 minutes, that's just the start, and it's ridiculous.
How long is the documentary in its full, dude?
Dude, it's about 2 hours and 25 minutes, I want to say. And I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit, so it'll probably be like 2:22 or something like that when I'm done with it.
Sure.
Are you able to get any commentary from the Hatchet Boys? I think that would be pretty awesome.
You know, if we were to exceed our budget, you know, I wanted to keep the price low,
right?
Just so we could get it out there for people. But you know, if we exceed our expectation, we need to raise $6,700 to make it happen. But if we were to raise $7,500 or $8,000, I would totally fly them out to do a commentary in a second, bro. Because I don't think they've seen it. They don't have a clue. I'd love to bring Too Tough out, especially to sit and do some commentary.
Exactly.
I am a Too Tough Tony Mark.
Well, I am. So am I still, obviously. But I'm willing to get on there and do some commentary as well. I know we were talking about that earlier this week. But hey, you guys, listen. I got to go. I think this is an awesome video. It's a video like you've never seen. Man, put some money on this. It's gonna be worth it. Trust me.
It is worth it. It is definitely worth the measly $25. Faux show. I hope you enjoy the Moose Lodge tonight.
I will.
And enjoy the dinner. It sounds good.
Yes, I will enjoy the dinner. I'm gonna be cooking bologna. So.
And I want you to think about maybe doing the 8x10 just shirtless, maybe just shirtless.
I don't know about shirtless, but I might take a picture of take a photo of a pack of cheap bologna. You know,
maybe you just
have it in my hand or something, and I'll sign that. You know.
Snapple.
Yeah, I will sign a Snapple bottle, and I will also sign a package of bologna as well.
I love that. See, this is a guy that's willing to do whatever it takes to get over, and that's what you have to do in life. You got to put yourself out there.
I mean, the bologna will probably be spoiled, probably smell and be spoiled, but I mean, that's what it was like in the video too. So you're going to get Well.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that bologna ended up spoiled. That's for sure.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
All right.
Especially after Buddy Highway got a hold of it.
All right, man. Take it easy, Shannon.
Yeah, you too. All right, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right.
Sign guy.
Yes.
Did you go to Kickstarter yet and pick up a DVD? Have we sold you yet?
I plan on making that purchase in the next couple of days. As a matter of fact, you will be getting some contribution from Sign Guy guaranteed.
What about
Love
2T?
it, dude.
Or 2T? What does the second T stand for? I don't know what the T's stand for. What do they stand for?
Oh,
Quality
terrific.
time. Quality time.
Yes, quality time and quite terrific. Yes.
Oh, it's QT, not 2T like Terminator 2. Judgment
Right.
backwards.
Yes.
I had it confused. I'm sorry. It's QT. It's quality time. See, that's what the ladies like.
Yes.
So how long?
Buddy
how long are
Highway.
you on the turmoil? Half hour?
About
We're
35
going
minutes.
An hour here, sir.
Yeah, we got a full hour to talk about this Kickstarter project.
Dude, we need Void and other people to call it, man.
Voight's too busy posting political memes about what's going on in Syria and how much he hates Jews. So
Well, Jay Void has his pulse on the correctness of America. Yes. He's very
Void
astute.
definitely does, but he's very misguided about Israel. But other than that, he's right on everything.
He's very misguided in fucking life, dude. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
But he
Well,
controls.
buddy,
the
I
power.
got a question for you.
No, he's the only guy that's against Obamacare, and that's a shoot.
That's not true. That's like 60% of Americans, bro.
I know. I'm one of them too.
Me too.
So, buddy, I got to know
I have a
this.
question.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I saw some of this footage, and I got to know, buddy, on this $80 Denny's meal that you took in San Francisco, how much of a percentage of that was for you?
I don't know. All I got was a cheeseburger and fries, dude, just like I do in Portland, and it was like $12, right?
Yeah, dude, they like $15 for a cheeseburger and French fries.
Dude, all I know is when I went to go use the bathroom and look at the commode and there's blood all over it, dude. I freaked out and we left.
Yeah. You pay $80, but you can't take a dump after you're done eating, right? Because there's blood and throw up all over the toilet. You get HIV.
Totally. But you get to watch a lot of MILF moms in the morning that work out over there at the Dwarf and get it in.
It was kind of weird because we slept in the van that night in San Francisco because it was just like after the $80 meal at Denny's, we weren't even thinking about looking at hotel prices, right?
No,
so we just sleep in the van. I just remember waking up to like this barrage of little children just staring in the van at us. Like, what the hell are these full-grown men doing sleeping in the van?
Dude, I remember waking up and looking in the window beside me and seeing a red door and saying, "Oh my God, we're in front of Full House, dude."
Oh, I wish, dude. I would have so been Uncle Jesse, and you could have been Joey.
Totally.
So now, do you guys?
Will that make JT Evans Danny?
JT is definitely anal enough to be Danny Tanner, I think. That's for sure. That's a kid who's not putting over the video because I didn't put his picture on the Kickstarter page. So he's, I guess he's butthurt or something.
Oh.
So he doesn't want to put it over. That or because, Buddy Highway put him in his fucking place in the van on the way back home.
What? Huh? I don't remember that, dude. Because he was going to take my Twisted Insane connection, remember?
No, yeah, because, if you didn't stop messing around, he hadn't taken his pills in 5 days, he was going to cut your throat. Yeah,
I remember that. That's what happened.
Do you remember reaching into the van and slapping the taste out of his mouth after he said that?
No, I don't remember that because he was 16. He wasn't 18 yet.
Well, I remember that. I remember him being scared shitless he was going to get left in California, too, right after it happened.
Oh, there you go, dude.
He should have been left in California. That would have done him some good. But I'm a nice guy, you know. I'm the kind of guy that picks up, you know, homeless hitchhikers.
And we did, too.
We did. That's another reason to pick up this video is because, you know, Buddy Highway ribs just the hell out of this homeless guy we picked up who was hitchhiking to Seattle.
Yeah, dude, because he likes to go to, you know, to these truck stops and get rim jobs, you know. He likes to polish rims. So
he did. Well, that's how you get a ride. You got to follow the rules of the road, right?
Totally, dude. And, you know, he was talking about polishing the actual rims of a car. I was talking about the rims of a male. I was like, their asshole. That's
are we allowed to say that on Blog Talk Radio, or do we get in trouble?
No, we're mature audiences here.
That's good, because our documentary is completely and totally uncensored and deals with the ingestion of human urine.
Was that Buddy Highway that drank that?
No, I'm not going to tell you. You got to buy the DVD to find out.
It was a beaded rope of frothy urine, to be honest with you.
It was. There were beaded ropes of frothy urine left in numerous places, actually, in this video. And there's also some scatology for those of you into poop. There's some serious scatology.
There's also Buddy Highway pissing in a bottle going across the bridge of, what was that, San Francisco?
Yes. Oh, no, that was Hazard that had to fill up the Snapple bottle with the urine.
Oh no, but we can't say his name because he doesn't like to get put over, so we can't do that.
That's right. I can't talk about how butthurt he got when I made fun of the no throat.
It's okay, James Bradley, we got you.
But you should see the video just to see what this kid got butthurt over and threatened. You know what he told me, buddy? He said in this message to me, he said, "I've been to small claims court before, bro. I'm not afraid to go back." And
I know. It sucks because he had to go to Judge Joe Brown in Chicago and get his ass beat by Mike Honest's mom over a cell phone bill. There's a shootsy.
Oh, and did she win the case?
Oh, totally. And that's why. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Hey, what is this about wrestlers going to court, especially Pacific Northwest wrestlers? These things
I think it's very litigious. Well, you know what it is, honestly, QT? I've kind of learned I've only been alive 33 years, but in that time I've learned that you can always tell who the biggest losers are because as soon as they get offended, they threaten to sue you, which likely means they don't have any money to sue you with. But for some reason, losers tend to always threaten lawsuits, even though they never come about. I know this because I actually sued a guy once, and I didn't say one word to him before I sued him. I just went and filed and let it be a big surprise for him. Because why would you let anyone know you're going to sue them? Like you're just trying to threaten them. And threats tend not to work with me. So when he said that he's going to sue me, now on the commentary track, I'm going to really put him on blast.
Now you
see,
fine guy. Do wrestlers in the Midwest do they tend to be sue happy or end up in court?
They're much less sue happy, I would say.
I see. Is it just the lifestyle out here in the West Coast? Is it more expensive? And is it an easy way to riches?
I think that's what people in this country in general think, QT, honestly, is that people think, that's the only way to get ahead in life now is you sue somebody because you got mad at them because they didn't do what you wanted them to do.
I see. I hope there isn't going to be any suing to raise money for this video.
Dude, that's a great idea. I should sue the shit out of that Pete Shyster. Oh, wait, he doesn't have any money left because he blew it all on the business in 6 months. That's right, I forgot.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a shoot, too. That's a shoot.
Hey, they're on hiatus.
Yeah, permanent hiatus. You know what I thought of when I first heard they were on hiatus, dude? I thought of that. You remember when baseball took that hiatus back in the early 90s?
Mm-hmm.
Like Macho Man did the WWF promo where he's like with the kid on the baseball field and it says WWF, we don't take breaks. That's what I thought for some reason.
I love
That's a shoot.
Well, am I allowed to put over this weekend or no?
Well, I don't see why not.
Well, is it okay with you?
Yes, go ahead.
I don't care what you do, buddy. I put you over all the time, so I'm going to put you over.
Well, I know Legit will like this, dude. Make sure you're at Kelly Point Park this Saturday. BCW presents Hemstock 2013. That's what we're talking about. All the OMMP members come in, get your munchies on, do a little bit of medication. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but come check it out, Hemstock. And then the next day, which is September 8th, Sign Guy, I hope you're going to be there. That's the triple threat match for the UIWA World's Heavyweight Championship. That's Chief Atakula Kula, Buddy Highway, and Damon Sice. Legit, I hope you're going to be there recording that, because that's going to be huge. Guaranteed.
Well, are you going over?
Sure, Kize Fize, what the fuck?
oh, sorry, I forgot. Is this a work show, or am I like on PWI or something?
Sir, it's like a Sneezark show, dude.
Fair enough.
Okay. But yeah, Sign Guy's going to be there.
I've not gotten confirmation on that just yet.
Well, I'll get a hold
That's
of
an
John
old rule of Sign Guys, you know. He's just like Dennis Stant, the king of the cockroaches, and Beyond the Mat. You know, if he's not booked, he's not showing up.
Well, just
and
like
sometimes I do get out on the trampoline.
Oh my
Thank you,
God.
Sign Guy. Thank you, Sign Guy. I love you for doing that right there. That was sweet, bro.
You know, because nobody called him because he was booked. You know, he goes, well, I want you to referee Brett.
So, hey, how much time do we have left here, guys?
We got about 14 minutes.
So if you haven't been to the Kickstarter yet, go to Kickstarter.com, search for Wrestling with Disaster. You'll see Buddy Highway and Emperor Void's pictures on there, along with Too Tough Tony and Corporal Robinson. Contribute, please. I got tons of awesome rewards. Gary Yap, who is a two-time Gary Yap, who is a two-time Emmy-nominated storyboard artist for Simpsons and King of the Hill, is designing a righteous poster for us. And it's worth every penny, I promise you that. I know exactly what the poster is going to look like. It's going to be breathtaking. You're going to love it. You can pick up tons of really unique rewards, including an outfit that Buddy Highway wore in the documentary, an outfit that Void wore in the documentary. We got Buddy Highway's wrestling boots up there. I even put up my own shirt. I am so confident. You can take the shirt off my back. That's how confident I am. You will love this documentary. And you can check out youtube.com/legitprowrestling. This weekend I'll upload a sneak peek. And, of course, I'll link that to the Kickstarter project. So that way you guys can have a little bit of free taste. Because I'm a lot like a drug dealer, you know. The first taste is always free.
Wow.
I didn't get over it all. You guys don't buy drugs, I guess. Okay.
Am I on this poster too?
Oh, sir, you're going to be at the tippy top of the poster, bro. Are you kidding? I put you over, Highway. You're my boy. You know that.
Sure. I just want to get a fucking wallpaper that's just a poster of that and just put it in my house.
Well, see, and that's why we need to raise the money, because Gary Yap doesn't work for free. Guys that get nominated for Emmys just don't work for free. And I got to pay that homie to draw the picture, because it's actually going to be a lot of work. It's a pretty detailed poster. You can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/legitprowrestling. I talked about the poster reward. So if you just search for that video on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the Jackie Brown poster that the Wrestling with Disaster poster will be based on. Well, and now what I'd like to do is, hey, man, I want to talk about my Mean Mike Miller impression for a minute, if that's all right with y'all. Can I just...
Absolutely.
Hey, have y'all seen my daughter? I've been looking for her everywhere, man. I went to Tennessee. She wasn't there. I went down to Florida. I thought maybe Rip Oliver and Larry Oliver and the Klan had her down there, but she wasn't there. It turns out she was here in Oregon with Jeremy Blanchard the whole time.
Wow.
Only Buddy Highway gets it. That is the best Mike Miller impersonation ever.
Okay, man. All I want to know is that we need to get like sneak peek video, like legit. You need to come down here before the video drops and do like an episode of Cribs, and we can do it at the Highway Manor.
Well, what about Friday?
I wrestle Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, sir.
Oh, you're wrestling Friday?
Fucking going to T-Rex's wedding, and then I got an eye appointment.
T-Rex is getting married?
There it is.
To a girl?
Yes, sir, to a girl.
Does she have braces?
No, sir.
He told me he likes girls with braces because he has braces.
She looks like a sign guy with no hair. No, I'm just joking.
Wow.
Just the beard. He's getting married to Mad Dog Vachon.
No, we'd be having his bachelor party at the Dancing Bear.
Actually, when I was a young man, I frequented the Dancing Bear. I stopped going there because they stopped selling pictures.
Establishment, yes.
I don't know if it's a quality establishment necessarily. I wouldn't call it a gentleman's club by any means. But they do have naked ladies and beer.
Oh.